Hi guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. This for the week of July 3rd through the 9th, and we are using the barbecue kit that was from Scribble Co. This was the week of the 4th of July, so I didn't want to do like a very traditional red, white, and blue kit, so I decided to do this one, and there was an add-on box that had the Happy 4th of July and then like a plate of food that was in the shape of American flag. So that was the most that I wanted to do for essentially celebrating 4th of July. And then I did use some fireworks underlays that are in silver from PLANMAS because I figured I would still at least do the fireworks for it. I just didn't want it to be like a very, very, very red, white, and blue heavy spread. But this was the week that I had COVID, so literally I did absolutely nothing other than read this entire week, literally the entire week. So nothing crazy really is going to be happening in this spread. It is me pretty much spending my entire day home. I literally put down the work schedule and then realized that I was off the entire week because I was sick, and it kind of was annoying because I was home the entire week. It was nice to have like a mini break, but also it kind of sucked because I had to stay home, and I'm one of those people that I kind of start losing my mind after like a week of staying home. I need to eventually go back to work just to feel productive. Thankfully, I didn't have really any 4th of July plans. I usually will just take the day off just because I can. And I didn't have any plans, so that didn't really matter if I was going to miss out on anything because there was nothing planned in the first place. But it still kind of was a little sad that I couldn't go anywhere if I wanted to. Even if I wanted to go see fireworks or anything, I literally didn't have the option to. I had to stay home. I also tried literally my hardest to stay in my room 24/7 because I was like, I'm not giving this to my dad. I refuse. So I had to isolate myself as much as possible during this entire week. So I spent the entire time reading books, like enough to where I think I read 5 books in this week. I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I read 5 and started a 6th one, which is literally wild. I was reading books so quickly. I read the I've read the Inheritance Games in literally 3 days. I read a book a day, and it was kind of ridiculous how quickly I was going through these books, but I literally had absolutely nothing else to do in my life other than either read or play video games or stay home and try not to feel like I was dying, which honestly I started feeling better I think around the Friday of this week. It was either the Thursday or the Friday that I started feeling better because I started getting sick on the Sunday before this. I didn't test positive until the 4th, so I technically was already like 3 days into this before I finally tested positive. And the only reason why I finally tested was because I lost my sense of smell. And I was like, oh no. And I had a fever. I'm pretty positive I had a fever the day before. And I don't normally get fevers, so that's why I tested on the 4th. But I pretty much started feeling better around the Thursday of this week. That was when my smell came back, and then I think I started to feel like I started feeling better on the Saturday when I tested negative, but my smell came back at least on the Thursday, so I only lost it for a couple days. But I think the Saturday was officially when I was like, all right, I feel a lot better, I feel normal again, and I don't feel like I'm completely dying, which is great. Which, I mean, this isn't the first time I've had COVID. I had it last October, which I didn't know I had it for a long time because it mixed in with a cold that I had, and this cold I had for like 6 days, and then I started feeling worse again, and then I ended up losing my smell, and I didn't even realize that I had COVID mixed in with a actual cold. Like, it literally got tacked on to the end of it, and that one was kind of sucky because I was sick for like 2 weeks or so, but we got through that one, and we got through this one, and it was fine. It just makes for a kind of a very sad spread because not a lot happened. But I will at least start talking about the day by day. So I did actually get paid on Monday this week, and that was because Tuesday, which is my normal payday, was a holiday, so I got my paycheck even earlier. So I did use an icon and then a payday script that is from PLANMAS. And then I marked that I was just super, super congested on this day, and I used a wonton in a million steamy to mark that because this was like the brunt of my cold this day, and the Tuesday were very much so like actually this entire first half of this week was very much so like the worst part of my entire cold. And then I did mark that I finally finished Love and Other Words. It took me forever to read that book, but I used a little book stack from Scribble Co. And then all of the book scripts that I'm using, they're all customs. But I'm kind of really sad that it took me so long to read Love and Other Words. It just did not grasp my interest that a lot of people said it would. So it kind of sucked because I didn't enjoy it very much, but I finally finished it on this day. And then I did use a 1 ton a million sticker to mark that I took a nap, and the nap script is from my shop in font 6. And then I had a fever on this day, unfortunately, so I used a scribbler to mark that. And then I think I finally finished Sister this week. I think I mentioned that I started picking it back up again, and it was like halfway through the season or the series because I had already watched it before, but I watched Sister, so I used a Once More with Love Munchkin for that. And then I started a new book. I started Love in the Time of Serial Killers, which was really, really cute. I'm trying to remember what that one was. I believe it's where she ends up dating her neighbor, but she's like obsessed with like serial and true crime and stuff like that. And I think I really, really did enjoy that one. I read a lot of romance books, and then I went into inheritance games, but I did like at this time read a bunch of romance books. But yes, we started that book on Monday. I finished it the next day, clearly. But on Tuesday was the 4th of July, so I did mark that with a 1 ton a million sticker, and then the Independence Day script is from Kinsey's Creations. It was literally the only one I had because I always use silver for the spread, and I didn't have any other silver scripts. That was the last one that I had, so I eventually need to buy some more. And then I marked that I took a COVID test and that it was positive, so I used a Once More with Love Munchkin to mark that. I then had to email HR because obviously I had the corona, so I had to email HR so that they could isolate me, and my entire shift, or like all my shifts for this week, got cleared because I had it. So I used a clock icon from Scribble Co. to mark that I messaged HR, and then I did have to also contact my management team, which was kind of funny because the manager that called me, I'm pretty positive I got it from them because 2 of our managers had had COVID, and he called me and was like, "Hey, welcome to the club," and I was like, no, that's not how this works. But it was kind of funny because he was like, "Hey, welcome," but I'm pretty positive I got it from him. But I used a little phone icon from Scribble Co. to mark that, and then I marked that I lost my sense of smell, because I did, and that was what made me test in the first place. Actually, the fever was my first indication, but then I lost my sense of smell. So I used a Papershire vanilla to mark that. And then I did watch a little bit more of Sister, and I used a Once More with Love Munchkin to mark that. I do technically have Sister scripts. I just did not have any in silver, so that is why I didn't use them, and I just filled it in instead. And then I filmed on this day, which kind of is funny because I literally was sick, but I think it was a haul that I filmed. I either filmed a haul or something, but I needed to get the video up, so that is why. And I used a Munchkin, and then the film script is from Kinsey's Creations, whose shop also is no longer open. And then last but not least, surprise, surprise, I finished Love in the Time of Serial Killers. No one is surprised because I was reading all these books in literally a day, but I used a Munchkin to mark that. I actually think all of my book stickers this week I used Munchkin. I think I used Munchkins. Yeah, pretty much all of them are Munchkins. They're all the new like book reading stickers, but I used this one that's like laying down with a stack of books next to them to mark finishing Love in the Time of Serial Killers. That is it for Tuesday. Filming Lindsay is taking her sweet time filling everything out. To be fair, I had to fill out a lot on this day just because it was a lot of random things that I don't normally have to fill out. I usually have scripts and stuff, but I had to fill out some different things on this day. Are we good? Nope, we're still trying to fill it out. Okay, anyway, we'll move on to Wednesday. So Wednesday I slept in because obviously. I used a Munchkin, and then the Sleep In script is also, I think, from Kinsey's Creations. Unfortunately, I'm trying to go through the rest of those scripts just so I can keep not saying that her shop is closed, but we're slowly going through all the scripts. And then I did start Part of Your World, which I loved this book. It was such a cute romance. I loved it. I just finished, well, I didn't just finish. I finished this month the like spin-off or the next book in the series, which was Yours Truly, and this one followed her best friend. But like I loved this book. It was so cute. I love romance books. They're so cheesy and I love them, and I like the little small hopeless romantic in me is like, I need a guy like this in my life. But I used to mark that a munchkin again, and then just the script that I made for myself, and then I marked that I was congested because we were, and I used another munchkin for that. Wow, I used a lot of Once More With Love for this week. After that, I pulled stickers, I'm assuming for a plan with me. I think I was trying to be productive because I was home. I was like, I got plenty of time, let's try to be productive. And I used a sticker sheet that is from Scribble Prints Co, and the pull stickers is from Kinsley's Creations. And then I filmed again and used the same thing with the character sticker and the film script that I did on Tuesday. Moving on to Thursday. Thursday I slept in again. This is all very repetitive. I use the same character and the same script, just characters in blue this time instead of pink. And then I marked that my smell came back, which was really exciting. Thankfully, didn't lose it for too long. The same thing actually happened with the last time that I had COVID. My smell didn't take very long for it to come back. Hello, also, what is happening? Why am I just like sitting here and not doing anything? Filming Lindsay, what are you doing? She busy doing something, apparently. That's fine. But I used a munchkin with like a little thumbs up to mark. I think I was like fixing a video or something. But yes, I used the munchkin with a thumbs up to mark that my smell came back. And then the morning I finished Part of Your World and used another munchkin. Why is there always a leaf blower or something outside my house whenever I'm doing these voiceovers? Always, without fail. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Why? You guys are normally here in the morning. Guys, this is just reality of me trying to film literally anything. But anyway, I digress. I'm very all over the place. I finished Part of Your World and I used a munchkin like to mark that. Technically it's a smut munchkin, which there wasn't, if I remember correctly, there wasn't a lot of like spicy scenes in there, but there was a little bit of spice. And then on the second half of Thursday, I did mark that I tried on my Taylor Swift concert shoes. I think I finally got that order, or I just finally tried them on because my friend wanted to see what they looked like. The ones that I tried on weren't even the ones that I ended up wearing, and I ended up liking the other pair that I got better. They looked better with the outfit that I ended up wearing. I still have both sets of those shoes, and I have no idea if I'm ever going to wear them because one of them was like a pink glitter, and I have literally no idea if I'm ever going to wear them, but I still have them just in case. But I used a little heart icon to mark trying on the shoes just because I didn't really have a better shoe sticker to mark it. And then on this day, I started the Inheritance games. I was not expecting to like the Inheritance games as much as I did. I don't know if it's a young adult. I think it is. But I was rooting for Avery. I think it's Avery. Yeah, Avery and Jameson so hard. I was like, I need you guys to get together. They do eventually, but I was like, I need you guys to get together. My little romantic heart, as I've been reading all these romance books, was like, I need you guys now to do it. But I raced through these books. I read them so quickly. But I used a Paper Bits Co. little character to mark starting the Inheritance games, and then I went to bed early and used a munchkin, and the bed early script is from Carly Plans. Moving on to Friday. I marked that it was really hot outside because summer, we love to see it. And I used another munchkin. Wow, I used so many munchkins this week. But I used a munchkin, and the fucking hot outside script is from Planet Hannah. And then I did finish the Inheritance game, and I used a Paper and Milk Marrow to mark that. And I marked that I had a lazy day because all I did all day was read. Like, literally, that's all I did. And the lazy day script, like, sticker is from Planner-esque. I have no idea if their shop is still open. I've had these for a really, really long time. On the second half of Friday, I marked that we got a Pollo Loco. Not quite sure if I got it for dinner, but I used a munchkin to mark that. And then I did start the Hawthorne Legacy, which is the second book in the Inheritance Games trilogy. There is a fourth book now. I haven't read it yet, but maybe I'll plan on reading it eventually. But I used a new book sticker from Once More With Love, and then I marked that I washed my hair, which look at me go. You know, I started at least feeling a little bit better because I washed my hair. That's an accomplishment for me sometimes, but I used another munchkin for that. Wow. Okay, next spread, let's hope I didn't use nearly as many munchkins. But that is it for Friday. On Saturday, I was feeling better, so I actually had a little bit of energy. So first thing for Saturday, I marked that we got Dunkin', as we do, where we get Dunkin' on Saturday and then Starbucks run on Sunday. So I used a coffee cup that is from Paper and Milk, and the Dunkin' script is in font 6 from my shop. Filming Lindsay, you need to catch up. You are going too slow. And then I marked that I cleaned my bedroom because I had literally pretty much not trashed it, but like there was stuff everywhere. It was so bad. I neglected it so bad, and it was finally time for me to be like, all right, you need to get your shit together, especially because I was feeling better on this day. So I was like, you need to clean your room. So I used a Paper and Milk Maru, and the clean bedroom script is from Carly Plans. And then I did finish the Hawthorne Legacy, and I used a really old scribbler from Scribble Co. to mark that. On the second half of Saturday, I did start the Final Gambit. I was waiting for the Final Gambit to come out on paperback before I bought it, so I did actually read this one on my phone because I have the Kindle app on my phone. I do actually have a Kindle, I just haven't charged it in a very, very long time. But I did start the Final Gambit on this day, and I used a Fox and Cactus Girl to mark that. I think I finally realized I need to start using some different books, like book stickers, because I keep using the same ones. So I used a Fox and Cactus Girl for this one. And then I did take another COVID test on this day, and it came out negative, which was so exciting. So I just used another munchkin with a mask to mark that. And then last but not least, I marked that I was feeling better, which we love to see. And I used a Grin and Bear It little like happy emotion bear to mark that. And last but certainly not least, on Sunday, as again Filming Lindsay is still behind, she needs to learn how to fill out her spreads quicker. On Sunday, I marked that we had a Starbucks run, and I used a Paper and Milk coffee cup again, and then the Starbucks run script, which I think might be one of the last ones that I used, is from Kinsey's Creations. I'm almost done with those like stickers, like the big ones. We're almost there. And then I did finish the Final Gambit on this day, and I used another munchkin for that. We're almost done with the marking books. I literally finished and started a new book almost every day this week. That is just wild. I literally don't think I've ever read that many books before in my life. But then I used a Paper and Milk Maru to mark that I did edit, and I used an edit script. That one I believe is also from Kinsey's Creations. The freaking leaf blower. Y'all. The stupid leaf blower. If you can hear that, I'm so sorry. And then after that, I did mark that I designed on this day because, you know, if I'm homesick, I might as well design some things for the shop. So I used a Once More Love little tablet, and the design sticker is from my shop in font 1. And then I did start Icebreaker, which I was not expecting how much spiciness was going to be in that book. I knew it was spicy. I didn't expect almost every single page and chapter to have some spice. But I enjoyed it purely because it was a hockey romance. I just read another hockey romance, and I think I'm a sucker for the hockey romances. I purely enjoyed it purely just because it was a hockey romance, but I used a smut sticker because that literally, like, that accurately represented that book. And then last but not least, I marked that I was up late because I read that book pretty much all night, and I used a munchkin and up late script that is from Plana Hannah. And that concludes my 4th of July week. Very, 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 very boring. Literally nothing happened. I'm going to murder this leaf blower that is outside. Sorry in advance to every single one of you who have to listen to that, but I'm not restarting this entire voiceover. So yes, we're gonna power through it. We're almost done. But here's what's left in the kit. It was an ultimate kit, so I didn't use any of the solid labels on purpose so that I can use them in the future. But this is everything that's left in the kits. There's still a lot amount. Like, all of this is just gonna go eventually into my giveaway pile, and I will give you guys a wiggle as soon as we're there. There we go. Here's the wiggle for you guys so you can see all of the different foil. What are you people doing outside? Oh my god. Okay, they stopped for a second. Okay, we're almost there. But here's the wiggle for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that the voiceover is all kinds of everywhere. I am so distracted, but it's okay. I hope you guys are also enjoying PLANMAS. If you are, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more PLANMAS videos. I do have a lot more planned coming, and some of them are exciting. So please subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Leave me some type of comment down below, and I will see you guys in 2 days for another video.